Hello, How to Live Forever by Colin Thompson. What a brilliant book. I love this book. It's one of my all-time favourite children's books. It's funny, it's wise, it's beautifully illustrated, and it's a cracking story as well, really well written. It's about a boy called Peter who lives in a library, in a book. He's a character from a book. The library has every book ever published in it. And those books come alive at night time. Peter, like I said, was one of those characters. He lives in the cookery section. And there's a lovely picture, here we go, of the shelves where Peter's home is. And it's in this sort of picture that you can get lost forever, looking at all the little details, the stairways and the trees and the little artifacts and pencils and flowers and weird things and objects and hands and ears. And there's all sorts of things. Great names for the books as well. This is one of the funny things about the book, is that for some of the jokey names in the library. 2000 Leeks Under the Sea, War and Peas, A Tale of Two Lychees, and so forth. Anyway, Peter discovers that a book is missing. The book is called How to Live Forever, and if one reads it, one can live forever, and Peter wants to read it. So he sets off on a journey, a quest, trying to find the book. And off he goes through this library bookscape. Corridors, passages, worlds made of books, houses, chimneys, roofs, ladders, staircases, everything. These trees are made from books. It's brilliant. He looks for years trying to find it, and he can't, until eventually he meets 4 wise men who say they will let him read the book, but first he must meet the ancient child, someone who has indeed read the book. And so they lead him on this beautiful journey through this book world with these sort of Escher-like, labyrinth-like pages. Off they go. Let me look at this. Wonderful. And he meets the ancient child. Here he is, the ancient child. He was both young and old, 10 and timeless at the same time. His skin was as smooth as a child's, but it was dull and tired. His eyes were a child's eyes, but they were weary and far away. And the ancient child goes on to explain to Peter why he thinks Peter shouldn't read the book. "I am the only person," he went on, "who has read it and not lost his mind. I was younger than you when I found it, and I couldn't read it fast enough. Then, while my friends grew up, I stayed like this. They grew out of toys and fell in love. They married and had children, and all I could do was sit and watch. Now I am frozen in time. I keep saying that I had everything, but all I had was endless tomorrows. To live forever is not to live at all." Wow. So he and Peter enter into a discussion, and eventually Peter makes his decision. And having done so, the child leads him back to the world. That's the last page. The ancient child led him back to the world. What a fabulous finishing line. Led back to the world where time passes, people age, people die. It's an incredible book, and reading it to young children is even more interesting. You know, they have, so many of them, this sense that life will go on and on and on and on and on infinitely. And, you know, so that's how they perhaps should feel. But this book, when they're confronted by it, of course, many of them initially wish that they too could live forever. But what's so fascinating is seeing them the evolution of their opinion, the evolution of their thoughts from there thinking, oh yeah, live forever, to understanding the preciousness that is imparted to each day because we have a limited amount of them. And children are perfectly capable of grasping this. It's a wonderful book. I can just get lost in this book. Each time I read it, I see something new. I urge you to go and get it. I urge you to read it. It's fab. How to Live Forever by Colin Thompson.